Hi everyone, today we're going to be learning how to make a really pretty fall centerpiece in our barrel stave centerpiece with glasses. I get a lot of requests about things I put together for the farmer's market, and it's really simple, but I thought maybe we could work on one together for Thanksgiving. So the great part about the wine barrel centerpiece is that it's low, it's lovely, you can keep it on the table during meals, you don't have to move it, and then when you're done with dinner, like what I like to do is take the individual glasses of flowers and just sort of scatter them around the house. Like, it's lovely to put them in bathrooms and whatever. So it really gets a nice, useful, you get a lot of utility out of it after a period of time. Okay, so simple trick. One, I'm lying to you because I didn't pick this bouquet from the flower shop. I went with my mom, who used to be a floral designer, and she picked out the flowers. But anyway, what I normally do is go to either the grocery store or flower shop, and I pick out the prettiest bouquet I can find. Substantial though, like you want to have a lot to work with. So this piece has, what you're looking for is just texture, things that you really love. What I love about this piece for Thanksgiving is that it has all of this, suggestions of wheat, and then the colors suggest fall. But honestly, I don't know the name of some of these flowers, so we're going to be going through them individually in a bit. I'll break them down just by number so you get an idea about quantity, but that's where we're going to start. Okay, so what I've done is broken this bouquet down into its essential elements, mostly flowers people are familiar with, and then random stuff that designers know, but you can just be like, that's textury and I kind of like it. So keep that in mind. Okay, so here's what we've got. I've got 5 roses, 1 lily, but it has 3 distinct buds on it. One that's blooming, one that's almost ready to bloom, and one that's closed. I have 3 mums that are kind of big. I don't know if these are called spider mums or not, but that's what I'm gonna call them. Okay. Then I have some more mummish flowers. These are more of a filler flower, so just something that you like that's pretty. 3 Gerber daisies. Those are the those are the familiar flowers, right? So everybody kind of knows what those are. You can get those pretty much anywhere. Also, these are hypericum berries. I have 3 stems of these. And then we get into the really kind of different things. Wax flower, easy. This is pretty much everywhere. I have no idea what the name for this flower is, but it is lots of places. Mostly bouquets at the grocery store will have this, and it's really awesome as a filler. Okay, then we get to the real random stuff. So I've got wheat, some kind of fancy wheat. Something that my mother picked because she's fancy and I have no idea what this is, but the reason she picked it is because it will bloom for a long time. See how these ones are closed and these are open? So that'll keep the flowers blooming for a while, and also it gives a nice texture, and then some kind of leafy flower. So she picked this, or not really a flower, leafy plant. She picked this because it is fall-ish, fall-inspired colors, etc. So that's what we wound up with this bouquet. But if that gives you volume. Oh, I almost forgot. This super weird pod. Loved it, kind of a blue color. No idea what it's called, but it doesn't really matter. The idea behind this is just pick something funky. Thorns work a lot, really well. Just something that catches your eye that you're like, well, that's a little bit weird, but also kind of fun. Adds texture and interest to the bouquet. Like, none of this really matters. You can do this with any kind of floral arrangement. It's really just cut it off short and stuff it in, but this is what we're doing with this one. So there you have it. That's our breakdown. Okay, so the next step, we fill the little vases with water almost to the top. Give yourself like an inch from the top. And then we're going to talk about tools, because that's actually important. So you need a sharp pair of scissors. I'm using kitchen scissors that have been really well cleaned. Some flowers are particular about this. My mom wanted me to point out that Gerber daisies, these ones, are particularly fussy. So if you have if you have an unclean scissor, they'll die faster. That's all. So that's all you need to get started with just to get going with this project. Okay, so what you're gonna do is cut flowers essentially just to the top of this. So the length I like to measure from the side, say, oh, that's gonna stick out a little bit, cut it off, remove the leaves, because if the leaves are in the water, they're gonna rot and then the flower's not gonna last long enough, and then just place it in. And I usually go with big, bold flowers first, and then fill in with the texture. This is the reverse of normal flower arranging, where you do the greens first and then put the flowers in as accents. I like to start with the bold flowers, but that's just my preference.